What's up, guys? Roberto here at let's see, 7:30 in Florida here, and you just finished up day one of our IFF here, Influence for the Front, and I'm committed to record. I'm doing two IFFs back to back, and I'm committed to record a quick video every day just to share my thoughts about speaking influence preparation. And today was a long day. We started at 8:30 in the morning, and you just finished up 7 o'clock, and it was really fun. The group that I'm speaking, just phenomenal people. I met so many cool people, many great friends, and I love this day. This day we talk about the psychology of speaking, we talk about the structure of a persuasive talk, we talk about how to deliver talk. But one of the things that I want to share with you that I think is super powerful is that the recognition that people go through of the power that they have. What I mean by that is, for example, we have people in the room in a big spectrum of communication. People who haven't done talks, people who have done 500 talks, and people who speak for a living. So we gotta be able to address everybody. But one of the things that we talk about today, among many things, is that the power that people have about holding thoughts in their minds. For example, and this message might be applicable to you or someone you know, is that if someone out there you know that maybe for 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, they have been saying things like, hey, I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not as good as that person. Whatever they're saying, or I'm not a good communicator, or I'm not a good speaker, or I cannot move people into action, or I don't have a story. Whatever the conversation that they have in their minds for so long, some people 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, before you actually want to try to help someone change their minds, obviously you cannot change, but you have to inspire people, guide them through a process. They have to recognize that they have this huge power, that they put a thought in their minds or belief, and they hold that for like 10, 20, 30 years. So for example, someone say, Roberto, I'm not a good communicator, or I'm not a good speaker. So how long you have been saying that? Oh, for 10 years. So for 10 years, you are telling yourself that you're not a good speaker or communicator, yes. Wow, before you change it, you have to recognize that, man, that's a lot of power, that you have this power of putting a belief or a thought in your head, and you hold it as long as you want it to. Does that make sense? If someone say, hey man, I'm not good enough. How long you have been telling yourself not good enough? Oh, I've been telling not good enough for 40 years. 40 years? Yes, wow. Obviously, telling yourself that you're not good enough is not good, but one thing to have recognized that for 40 years, you're able to put that thought in your head and hold it. How cool is that? The people are like, what? Yeah. So if you have been telling yourself, for example, that you're not good enough for 40 years, one thing that you and I both know is that you have the power to put a thought or belief in your head and hold it for as long as you want to. People are like, okay, I got that. So then if you come to a class like ours, Influence for the Front, is it possible then to put a new thought in your head, shift it, and hold that thought just like you hold your negative thought for the next 20, 30 years? Is that possible? Because one thing I know for sure is that you have the power. People are like, that's true. And when you see people like literally understanding this simple concept, man, it is like liberating, because some of them, by the way, we do this in every single class, so I've seen this happen so many times when people like, and whatever the belief they have, they'll be like, man, I have been telling myself this for 30 years. So one thing I know, maybe this thought has not helped me, I get it. However, the power that you and I have of putting a thought, a belief in our heads and holding is just unreal. And then you replace the content, replace the thought or the idea or the belief, and you can hold it, because one thing that you and I both know, can hold it for as long as you want to. And then people walk away holding a new thought pattern, which is amazing to see. So I'm sorry, I think my energy could be higher in my video, But we have been going strong from 8:30 to 7 o'clock, and tomorrow is our day 2. But as I promised you, I want to make sure I can record a quick video here, give some tips, some updates, and that's it for today. Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, don't speak to inform, speak to transform. Adios. Oh, by the way, I can show you the view of my room. Today I didn't have a chance to go to the beach, but I want to share this because this is pretty incredible. There we go. Check this out. Wow, look at that. Look at that beauty. How amazing is that? Oh yeah, gotta love Florida. It's a beautiful place here in Clearwater. Anyway, we will talk soon. And adios.